So today we're talking about games we think should be on the Oculus Rift. Now I haven't read a lot about the Oculus Rift, so I don't know what games are already going to be on it. But to me, the games that belong on that system are first-person games and games that are about the ambiance. So I think the number one on the top of my list, just right off the top of my head, is Outlast. Outlast should definitely be on the Oculus Rift. It's a first-person horror game, and to me, there's no better fit for that system. You're walking around, you're looking around at your environment, trying to figure out what everything is and what's going on, and yeah, it would be terrifying. I can't imagine a scarier experience than wearing headphones, using an Oculus Rift, and playing Outlast. I really don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Yes, games that would be good on the Oculus Rift. I can't wait for this hardware to come out. I did get to try it at E3. It's going to rock worlds. It does kind of make you a little sick your first time, but it's kind of like getting your sea legs. Anyway, first game, I feel like I have to go with another game I saw at E3, Saints Row 4. And I mean, the whole theme of the game kind of fits, because it's kind of like you're in the Matrix and you're in this digital world, it's shooting out dubstep guns and everyone like glitches and stuff, and you have all these powers, and I just feel like you pick up a car with your powers and like look around and be like, I want to throw it at that guy and crush a guy with a car. I feel like, and of course they have, well, they used to have, I don't know if it's in the new game, but my favorite weapon, the giant purple dildo, and I just want to chase people around the streets and see the giant purple dildo killing people and stuff like that. I think it would be awesome. So hopefully they make that Oculus Rift compatible.
So the Oculus Rift, we are all completely amazed by it. It looks super cool. We all really, really want it, and we want it to work well. But more importantly, we need to have some great games on it. Personally, for me, I gotta do some Star Wars action. If we're gonna see any Star Wars game on there, it needs to be Rogue Squadron. I get goosebumps when I think about this. Imagine, like, you got the glasses on, and you're sitting in the X-Wing so you can look out the sides. You'll be having, like, a dogfight with a TIE fighter, doing the trench run, doing the Battle of Hoth with a snow speeder, having to, like, switch seats to the gunman. That would be pretty, especially just, like, the Rogue Squadron story. Like, those dogfights were so epic. Like, crazy space battles. What if we can do the space battle from Star Wars Episode 3 in the beginning? Say what you will about the movie, that opening sequence would have been pretty badass. It's like having, like, the planet down there, and you're just like all over the place, and you're flying with the controller, and you can see the stars and the explosions, man. Or, dude, the speeder bike chase from Return of the Jedi. I know that's not like a Rogue Squadron thing, but could you imagine doing that with the Oculus Rift? I want it so bad. I want this as bad as I want Battlefront 3. I had no clue I wanted this bad until I started talking about it right now. Man, yeah.
And then I think I'm gonna go a different route with the next one, not a horror game. I'm gonna go Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 should definitely be on the Oculus Rift. I think the coolest part about playing Battlefield is sort of running through the battle, and buildings are crumbling around you, and bullets are flying all over the place, and vehicles are launching off of ramps, and fucking C4 explosions are going off, and it's just fucking bananas all the time. So being able to run through that environment and kind of look around freely, and also it gives you the freedom to kind of like look and spot your opponents more freely too, which I think is cool. So definitely, those are the kinds of games I want to see on the Oculus Rift in general. Those games that sort of immerse you into the game and make it more of an experience. And I think first-person games like Battlefield are where that system needs to go.
And then I would like to see a Dead Space game on the Oculus Rift, but I want to see one that gets back to the Dead Space roots. Don't get me wrong, I like the outdoor space exploration, but in the latest one there was a lot of very bright environments. I want to see something that gets back to the and there was a lot of open stuff, something that gets back to the claustrophobic first game where it's like, you're crammed into a tight space and things are trying to eat your face and stuff like that. And they're always behind you, so you'd have to whip your head around with that headset on and look behind you and they're behind me, and shoot them and stuff like that. I feel like a good, back to its roots, survival horror Dead Space game on the Oculus Rift would kick some major ass.
Finally, I know there's a lot of talk about Xbox One and PS4 being able to use the Oculus Rift. I hope Nintendo grabs the technology and says, hey, let's do this here. Because we haven't had an FZero game in a long time, and I could not think of a better way to use the Oculus Rift than to have just full-on high-speed racing, like super high-speed racing. So like looking to the side and seeing like the Raptor guy in the number 20 car, and then you like kind of like, you have to like jump your car over to the side, so you see like the whole, but then you're still trying to race at the same time. The whole spinny thing might drive you a little crazy, which would be even cooler to use, or just make you super dizzy and make you want to vomit. But that would still be awesome! Oh man, the only thing that would be better than an F-Zero racing game is seriously Rogue Squadron for the Oculus Rift. How awesome would that be? Oh man, I want that more than I want a girlfriend. Seriously. Obviously, that's why I'm single. But I really want it. Imagine it! It would be so cool.